Hi everyone, I want to share with you my story. In 2000 I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer and I healed naturally without radiation, without chemotherapy, without any drugs. I did it because I cleansed. Instead of listening to doctors who didn't have any clue about the cause of my disease, I rather went to a farmer's market, got organic veggies such as beet juice, such as beetroot, celery, cucumbers, plenty of kale, and I was just juicing and cleansing. I did enema every day. Kind of disgusting, but it really helps in cleansing the intestinal environment. And basically after 3 days, I already felt so much better. My skin cleared, my face started to look radiant, my eyesight got better, ears, I could hear better, and basically I could just, I lost weight already, like 16 gallbladder stones came out of me when I was cleansing. And I was just like, wow, I need to continue this, because it was so rewarding that when I came back to the doctors and they told me the results of my test, they said, well, we're very sorry, but you have ovarian cancer and you need to go for surgery, you need to go for chemotherapy. At that moment, I was like, you know what? I just feel so fantastic because I applied this alternative methods. I did a cleanse, and I'm going to continue this. To my surprise, they didn't want to listen. They didn't want to really take notes. And it was a little bit like, two people of different religions were trying to convert each other. So instead of following their path, going for surgery and chemotherapy, I continued. I said to them, look, I'm going to give myself 4 months and I'm going to go juicing and eating plenty of raw, vegan, organic food. And I'll see how I feel. And I told them I don't have a Nobel Prize, but I think there's a simple cause to my cancer, to my condition. Actually, 2 causes. One is toxic thinking and toxic food. So I focused on eliminating toxic food. I looked at my cupboards in the kitchen, and I just threw out everything that had even a resemblance of processed food. I started to read labels, what is really in ketchup, what is really in mayonnaise, and so on. I just out all the canned food and so on, and no plastic bottled water. Instead of this, I started to drink slightly alkaline well water. And then, what else? Basically, I got myself a lot of organic veggies and organic superfoods, such as, goji berries, raw cacao, hemp seeds, and maca. And I started to play with it. And I discovered that food can be so yummy and so delicious. And just, it took me also on a different journey in terms of my career, because I've always been a journalist, and all of a sudden I got bored with interviewing politicians and people who are leaders or misleaders. And I decided, all right, I'm going to interview the real leaders. I mean, people who are holistic healers and people who bring empowerment to us, and people who care for the earth. So my life has changed, and the toxic things, the toxic thoughts also disappeared. Part of my healing was also that I had to divorce in order to heal, because my relationship was toxic and was putting me in a chronic depression. So when I realized that, as soon as I strengthened my body and got beautiful, I realized, hey, what am I doing in a toxic relationship? So the birds flew out of the nest. And basically I caught up with the vibration, with the frequency of fun, of joy, of freedom. And now I'm asking myself, hey, listen, if you're sick, ask yourself a question. What if the purpose of life is to have fun? What else is possible? How does it get even better? And always ask that question. And no matter what diagnosis they tell you, if you raise your frequency higher, the diagnosis can be next day a different one. So I never cared, honestly, what type, if I was stage 4, stage 3, and so on. I never asked for it. I just came out with my own program, and I said, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna follow raw food, vegan diet, and see what happens. After 4 months, I lost weight. From 183 pounds, I went down 83 pounds. So you can imagine, all of a sudden I became slim, radiant, sexy, and people couldn't recognize me. That fatty, pimple, depressed girl, where was she? So I had to stop people on the street. I had to say, hi. And we were like, that's you? So, you know, it was like big surprise. And right now, I feel that it is my dream, my wish, that I would like to inspire every single woman, especially every single girl out there who's sitting and, you know, popping potato chips and watching TV and thinking like, oh my God, I'm never gonna lose weight. You know, I have to eat hamburgers and Coca-Cola and you know, and chocolate bars and so on. I can tell you, I've been there, got the t-shirt. Ask yourself, how does it get even better? What else is possible? What if the purpose of life was to have fun? And come back to Mother Nature, and time is now.